Alright folks, welcome back to a story that will leave you in awe of what one curious mind can achieve. Imagine if solving a cold case was as simple as spotting an anomaly and diving right into the mystery. Well, today's tale is just that. Stick around because this episode might change how you see everyday discoveries. And before we dive deep, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more incredible stories like these. In the serene town of Revelstoke in British Columbia, Canada, life moves at a peaceful pace. The lakes shimmer under the sun's golden rays, and it's here, in Griffin Lake, where our story begins with Max Wierenka, a 13-year-old boy with an eye for detail and a heart full of curiosity. Late August was the time when Max and his family were enjoying their summer vacation at their lakeside home. One day, as he was out exploring the lake's edge, something unusual caught his attention, a shape in the murky waters that didn't belong there. It looked like an overturned car. The sight left him puzzled, but also intrigued. Max knew this wasn't just another ordinary find. He had a hunch it could be more than what met the eye. With his GoPro camera strapped to his head, he decided to dive into the mystery himself. Little did he know, this moment was about to change everything for one missing persons case that had been unsolved for 27 long years. The next day, Max took action. He contacted the Royal Canadian Mounted Police (RCMP), sharing his discovery with them. The police responded swiftly and brought a dive team to investigate further. Max eagerly joined them on their boat, guiding them towards the submerged car he had found. His enthusiasm was palpable as he pointed out the exact spot where he thought something strange was lurking beneath the surface. "When we first saw that car underwater, my heart sank," his mother Nancy Wierenka said later. But seeing Max's determination gave us hope. Days passed, and finally, on August 21st, the dive team returned to Griffin Lake with their gear in hand. The water was cold and dark as they prepared for what could be a monumental discovery. With each breath they took underwater, anticipation built up like waves crashing against the shore. The moment of truth arrived when the divers made contact with the submerged car. They were shocked to find a license plate, something that sent chills down everyone's spine. The investigation team realized it was connected to a missing person case from 1992. Janet Ferris, a 69-year-old woman who had vanished while driving solo to a wedding in Alberta. Janet's disappearance had left her family in agony for decades. No leads, no clues, only endless questions and sleepless nights. And now, with Max's discovery, the police were finally able to close one of their oldest cold cases. What would you do if you found something that could potentially solve a mystery decades old? Would you have the courage to step up and help? Max didn't just find the car, he brought closure to Janet's family. When they heard about Max's discovery, emotions ran high. The relief, the gratitude, it was overwhelming for everyone involved. Janet's granddaughter, recalling the moment of revelation, said, "This is a happy story in the end, knowing her final resting place and understanding that it was an accident." It was about finally laying their loved one to rest with dignity and peace. Max's actions remind us of the power we hold when we choose to look beyond what seems ordinary. His curiosity and bravery opened doors no one could have imagined. It shows that every small discovery can lead to a monumental impact. As Max reflects on his journey, he says with a smile, "If I hadn't taken that dive, who knows how much longer it would have taken for this mystery to be solved." It could start with something as simple as spotting an unusual shape in a lake. You never know what incredible story might unfold. And that, my friends, is how one young boy changed the course of history for Janet Ferris and her family. His actions remind us all to stay curious and courageous because you never know when your next dive could lead to something truly extraordinary. Thanks for sticking around until the end. Don't forget to like this video if it inspired you in any way. And of course, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more amazing stories just like this one. Until next time, keep exploring and never stop asking questions.